Okay, guys, I want to show you one of my favorite setups. It's called the inversion fair value gap. You take this setup whenever you have a rejection fair value gap, as here we have a fair value gap that we expect to get rejected and continue on the way down. Also, very important thing is to have liquidity laying in between. You see this liquidity, this guy wasn't taken, this guy wasn't taken, so this whole thing is liquidity. You're not waiting for the whole thing to get swept, but at least this high to get swept, this liquidity to get swept. All you gotta do is wait for this to get swept. Once it's swept like here, we're going to mark the opposite fair value gap that we expect to get rejected, which is going to be this one here. Then you're going to wait for candle closure under the fair value gap. Once you have candle closing below the fair value gap is now inverse. You're going to put your stop loss at the third candle of the opposite fair value gap of the balance price action. Sometimes you're going to put your TP, no, you're going to put your break even and partial at the internal liquidity, which sits here. And if you want to catch more, a bigger move, you're going to put the second TP or the external liquidity, which is going to be laying down here. So once that's done, you're going to place your trade. You're going to wait for tap in. And normally that plays out around 50 to 60%, maybe 70, depends how you are, if you're an overall bias. But it's one of my favorite setups. I take on profits all the time. It's made me money.